Hello student. Today we are going to discuss about the how to access the database with using the JDBC. So first of all we are going to discuss about the JDBC. JDBC you already learned in BCA. So in this section we are going to discuss about the JDBC. What is JDBC? JDBC is a Java database connectivity. In short, JDBC is a Java API that helps us to access various type of tabular data, especially from a relational database. So JDBC that is used to access the various type of tabular data, and that will be stored in our relational database like MySQL. Second, it works on any platform where Java can run and is a part of JDK by default. So you can run any type of Java program on any platform. So we can perform various kind of operation on a database using this API, just like ODBC and JDBC. So how we can use the JDBC with the other sources like our MySQL using two interfaces. First one is the statement interface and second one is the prepared statement interface. These two interface is very useful to manipulate our data. So first one is the what is statement interface. This interface that provide the methods to execute queries with the database. So whether you want to insert, update or delete, so that time you can use the statement interface, and this interface is factory of the result set. It provides a factory method to get the object of the result set. Second one is the result set interface that will be used to fetch the data from our database. So these are the methods that will be used in a statement interface. First method is public result set execute query string SQL, that is the parameter that will be used to execute the select query, and it will be returns the result object of the result set. Second one is the public integer execute update string SQL that is used to execute the specified query. It may be create, drop, insert, update, delete, etc. That time you can use the execute update. Third one is the public boolean execute string SQL, that is a parameter that is used to execute queries that may return the multiple results. So when you need the multiple result, you can use the execute method. And the last one is the public integer of array execute batch that will be used to execute the batch of command. So these are the four mainly method, and we are using the mostly execute query method. And so second one is the result set interface. This interface maintains the cursor pointing to a row of table. Means when we are inserting the any type of record in our table, so the first from the first record from the last record, it will be jump like the forwarded only. So that time we can use the result set interface that will be used to fetch the record from our table. Initially cursor point to the before the first row. By default result set object can be moved forward only and it is not updatable. Means whenever we are performing, we are fetching the data from the table, it will be using from the 1 2 3 4, it will not goes to the backward side. So that time we can use the result set interface. So now how we can use this statement and result set interface in our program. So let's check. This is the first our program. So before starting the program, first I just need to show you which kind of software we needed. First of all, you need the WAMP or XAMPP. Here as you can see, I have the WAMP server. So first of all, you have to start the WAMP server, and if you have the XAMPP, you can also use the XAMPP server. Second one, we have to create one database in our WAMP server. So we have to create one database. We already created one database. Student is our database and stud is our table. This is the actually structure of our table. ID is in integer, name, gender, city, subject, department, rest of the field are in a text format. So I just show you what is the actually structure of our program. So these are actually structure of our program. ID, name, gender, city, here we are using the drop down list, subject, here we are using the text box, department we are using the 4 check boxes, and here insert, update, delete, search, display and clear. So how we can perform the different operation? So let's check. First we have to import the 4 libraries. First two is a very regular libraries, javax.servlet.http.star and javax.servlet.star, and the third one is the java.io.star and the main java.sql.star. So first we create class, extend the http servlet, do post method, content type, print writer. Here how we can use the database. So first we have to define the name of our driver. So that time we can use a class.for name com.mysql.jdbc.driver. So you must have to write this statement before you get the connection. After we have to get the connection, using the connection class is the object driver manager dot get connection. In that get connection we pass the parameter jdbc colon mysql colon / localhost colon 3306. Student is our database, root is our name, username, and the blank is the password, as you can perform in Python, same is in JDBC. So if the connection is successful, then it will print the database are connected. So how we can insert the data? So basically we have to fetch all the records. So that's why we have to get all the parameters. So first one is the ID. ID is in integer, so we must have to parse into the integer. So request.get parameter ID, request.get parameter name, request.get parameter gender, city, subject. For the department, that will be in checkboxes. So we have to create one array of department. After here we using the get parameter values, we give the same name of department. So that's why here we pass the dept, and for the access of each and every department selected by the user, here we are using the for loop, integer I equal to 0, I less than department dot length. The total number of length of the department is the 4, I plus plus department plus department of I. So whether the user select the MC, MB, MCOM or MAM, that will be in this looping statement. After we just pass the statement, create the statement object, con.create statement. Create statement is the method. Statement dot execute, that is our query. We have to write the insert query. So insert into table name values. So we have to define the each and every field, ID, name, gender, city, subject, department. So this will be insert query, and after successfully of insertion, that will be print the record is inserted. And for the display purpose, we using the result set interface. So how we can write the query of result set? Statement dot execute query, select star from table name is stud. For the printing, we are using the loop while rs.next. Next is the method of result set. pw.print, we just print the each and every, getting the each and every field. So rs.get integer, that will be get the ID using this number, get string, and rest of the all parameters are in string. So that's why we are getting using the get string. So it will print on the screen the whole data. So how we can insert the data? Let's check. 111. Here we specify the name, subject will be JWT, MCA, MBA, click on the insert. So as you can see, the record will be inserted. Let's check in a database. Click on the table. As you can see, here is our inserted data. So next, how we can update our data. For the updation, here request.getParameter update is not equal to null. So same as the insert, you have to get all the parameters, get parameter ID, name, gender, city, subject. For the department, we are using the loop. For the update query, we have to write the update table name, set name is equal to name, gender, city, subject, department, where ID is equal to, whether you are specifying the ID. Depend on ID, you can update any of the fields. For the displaying purpose, we are using the result set as we use in insert query, while rs.next get the all the fields. So how we can update our data? So here we can change the name and we can change the city on the ID of 111. So just write the 111. Name we can write the different, male, Vapi. You can also change the different fields, just update. So here as you can see, we changed our data. Let's check in our database. Okay, we already changed our data, name, city and department also. So next, how we can perform the delete operation. So for the deleting purpose, we only get our ID. So integer.parseInt request.getParameter ID. Here we are using the statement interface, create statement, statement.execute, delete from student where ID is equal to, specify the ID by the user, and after record will be deleted. For the displaying purpose, here we are using the result set and while loop. So how we can delete our data? So we are going to delete the 110. So we have to just specify the ID and click on the delete. So record will be deleted. Let's check in our database. So here as you can see, 110 data will be deleted. Next, for the search, if you want to search your data based on the ID, you can easily search the data. Integer.parseInt getParameter ID, statement, create statement, result set equal to statement.execute query. Here as you can see, for the executing purpose, execute query that will be used for the select statement, and for the inserting the record, here we are using the execute query. Okay, so let's check how we can search our data. So for the searching purpose, here we are writing the select star from stud where ID is equal to ID, and for the displaying purpose we are using the while loop. So how we can search? So if I want to search the data of 111, so here just write the 111 and click on the search. You can get the data of 111. So next, for the displaying purpose, here we are using the result set, select star from stud. For the clearing purpose, here just specify the request dispatcher, request.get request dispatcher index.html, now forward it to the index.html. So when you click on the clear, it will be clear the all the screen. So student, today we discuss about the how we can use the statement and result set interface in JDBC. On the next lecture we are going to discuss about the prepared statement and what is the difference between the prepared statement and statement that I am going to discuss. So thank you.